So it is just you and me today. Julian is outside working with his dad on the gate. So what I'm going to do is do some question and answers and just kind of chat with you guys. So one of the questions is, do you have any certain kind of lighting that you use when you are doing jewelry shows on Whatnot? So the lighting that we use is a ring light. And it doesn't have to be very big, especially if you're showing items with your hands. So you have the phone here or whatever device you're using, and then it's pointed this way to your hands. If you put the ring light as close as you can to your hands without seeing it, then the light will kind of illuminate everything that you have in front of you. Or you could get a big stand-up light. It kind of is all your preference. And then some of the things that I would tell people if you're starting new on Whatnot is make sure that you have your items in order. So what we do is we mark our stuff from like A1, A2, A3, A4, and we take pictures of different items. And when you're starting out, I would advise you to do it that way. That's just my opinion, because it'll keep you more organized, and once you get used to the system, you can kind of do the quantity settings, which I'll talk about later, where you can put one picture and just put a quantity, and then you actually sticker numbers on each one. So that's a little bit of an insight onto Whatnot, of what we use and how we run Whatnot. Okay, so we have another question. Not a reseller here, but I was interested in how you log who buys on Whatnot, and how do you log the people that have multiple buys? There is not really a way that you can see how many people purchase from you, I don't think. There may be a process that like a tab you could go to in your store to see how many people bought from you. I think there is, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I think it shows you at the top like how many people have bought from you. So you can actually just see it on Whatnot, I'm pretty sure. It's called Seller Analytics. So when you click on that, you scroll down just a little bit, and then you can see the sellers that have bought the most from you, from 1 to 10. It'll show you and how much they've spent. Top buyers by sales. So there is a way that you can look that up. So the next question is, your lawn tractor doesn't have an idling feature. I can turn off the blade, press the clutch, lift the handle and lock it in place, get off the tractor, and it's still running. Get back on, press the clutch, drop the handle, turn the blades back on, and mow. I'm pretty sure there is a setting on our lawnmower. I actually forgot about that feature, so I'll definitely share this with Julian and let him know about this, and we'll definitely try it out on the tractor. So the next question is, why would you hire a professional decorator when you have Kayla? She does such a great job putting stuff together, and I appreciate that. So what we were talking about is the outside, decorating outside for Christmas, because it is going to be very time consuming, and I feel like if we get a professional to come in, we can kind of tell them what we want, and they can put it all up, and that will give us time to focus on our work here at the house, and with eBay, and with our storage units and things like that. So it will definitely be a time saver for sure. But I'll definitely decorate the inside of the house. I'm really, really excited. I already have my Christmas tree up. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right here. I don't have it lit, and I don't have the decorations on it yet, but I'm itching to decorate for Christmas. It's definitely, because I've got everything in that spare bedroom like scattered, and I'm just like, oh, I want to put this here and I want to put that there, but I'm like, I'm trying to hold off till after Thanksgiving. I'm trying, so we'll see. The next question is, the blocks you have placed under the tires for safety will probably need to be moved a little because of the hydraulic jack fails. The car will move back a little. I did tell Julian about this question, and he did agree with that. I mean, they definitely will move, but he's actually going to sit the car on the blocks and have the jacks as an extra backup. I'm pretty sure that's what he said, But yes, that is correct. He does know that the jacks will, if they fail, the car will move back. So he will need to put those back there. So we do appreciate you telling us that. Our next question, any chance we could see your wedding picture of the two of you? Well, let me be right back. So here is a picture. I hope you guys can see it and there's not like a glare on it. But this is our wedding picture. I loved my dress. A little story of my dress. I actually sold it on eBay. I know it sounds awful, but I mean, we're not gonna have any kids. So I was like, I really don't want to throw my dress away. So what I did was I put it on eBay and somebody from Hawaii actually bought it, which I thought was really, really cool. So they actually wore it in their wedding. I should have asked them, and I kind of look back and I wish I did, but then it was kind of creepy, like, send me a picture of your wedding and your wedding dress. I don't know. But I kind of wish I had one just to see it, you know, on somebody and somebody else enjoying it. But anyways, but that was really cool that it went to Hawaii. I was really glad that somebody, you know, else got to enjoy it. And in my mind, I'm thinking hopefully maybe it'll be passed down. I don't know. It was a lovely dress. I loved the dress. It fit me so well. And it was my kind of dress. I enjoyed hearing the story of the pallet flag journey and why it holds such a significance. I've always loved that flag and loved it even more after hearing how it came to be. That was a really fun time too, us making pallet flags and selling them. That was really the first time that I was like, we could make money, like doing stuff that we like to do. And then it just kind of took off from there. Just curious, but will the Mustang not fit in the middle bay so that if you're working on the driver's side, you will have more room? So I did go into the garage and I saw that middle bay, and it's actually too small for the Mustang to fit in. So that's why we put it on the other side. All right, we have a next question. How are the pups doing? So they are doing really well. Miko is doing outstanding with her treatments. She does have an appointment coming up. I think it's her 30-day follow-up, and then she'll have a 6-month follow-up. On the 30-day follow-up, I'm going to clarify as far as how long she needs to be kind of not doing that much activity, because I read on the paper that it says 6 months without activity, and I just I don't think that's correct. I could be wrong, but hopefully it's not 6 months. I think like 6 weeks. When I looked it up online, that's kind of the normal range of what they go under. So we'll definitely have to clarify with the veterinarian to see exactly of how long she has to be without activity or extreme activity. Because she wants to run so bad, and it's so hard keeping her from running. Like when we go outside, she wants to run and play, and it's like, no, you can't do that. And she looks at us like, why? So it is hard on both of us for sure. But we take her out and we let her walk around. I mean, stretch her legs. She definitely doesn't stay cooped up in a kennel all day. She gets lots of bones, lots of treats. And she goes out and plays with Willow. Not plays with her, but just kind of like walks around with her and things. So they get to interact with each other. And that was one of my worries, is to keep them separate for so long. And then I felt like when we reunited them, it would kind of be like back to square one of Willow not knowing who she is. So we've definitely tried to keep them, because Willow has a tendency to amp Miko up. Like she's outside and she's like, she'll do this to Miko, and Miko will just want to run and play. And so I have to keep Willow very chill, so that way Miko is very chill, so that way they don't, run around and stuff. Because the vet said that if Miko does run around, the heartworms can actually break up and cause like an aneurysm, I'm guessing, in like a blood clot almost. So that's a little terrifying. So that is a big reason why we don't want her to run around and cause harm. So that's why we're listening to the veterinarian wholeheartedly, so that way Miko doesn't run into any issues. I also wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Midnight. So Midnight has been, she's the cat that has been around our property for about a month and a half. When she first showed up, we just thought she was passing through. She would go back home, things like that. And she kept showing up day after day after day, just showing up at the house. She would be under the cars, which we're not worried about her being under the cars because once we crank them up, she's gone. So we don't have to worry about her being under the wheels or anything like that. She's a very skittish cat. We have tried to, like, when you go to pet her, she just jerks, and I mean, she's just very standoffish cat. And unfortunately, we can't bring her inside. I know a lot of people are saying, you know, you can acclimate them to the dogs, but she is so skittish that we cannot bring her inside. Also, I know people said that we could put her in the eBay barn. Well, with her being such an outside cat, which she is, she loves it outside. She doesn't want to be inside. She doesn't even like to go in the garage. She'll come in and she'll go right back out. So I'm afraid if we lock her in there, she's going to be even more skittish, and she's just going to like spaz out a little bit, and she could tear stuff up. She could hurt herself. I mean, it's just not a good idea. So what we do is we keep her outside, and she likes it out there. She's already made herself a bed on the back porch. So I don't know if you saw the chair. If you watch the channel, you've seen it. But I have a chair on the back porch with a foot thing, and it has like a cushion on it. She sits in that cushion and like tucks her feet in, and I mean, she's warm as can be. But we did have a follower send us a cat house, so we're gonna set that up for her and put that out there. I don't know if she's gonna use it because she kind of just, wherever she wants to be, that's where she's gonna be. Like, I've set like blankets out, I've set towels out to see if she would sit on it or lay on it. No, she'll sit right beside it. It's so funny, and she'll look at you like, what is this? So, and a lot of people commented and said that cats kind of just pick wherever they want to go, and it's true. She just decides where she wants to go, what she wants to do. If she wants to eat, she'll eat. If she doesn't, she won't. So we feed her every morning. It's like clockwork. She comes up to the steps, and it's so funny because she has learned when we let the dogs out. Because if she hears like the beeps of their collars at the door, she'll immediately go and run up and underneath the cars. So that way when the dogs are let out, she doesn't even have to worry about them. And the dogs are really good because they have their collars. We have trained them with the beep, is we beep them if they get close to her, because they will attack the cat. They do not like cats, and they will attack her. And I just don't want her to get hurt and the dogs to get hurt. So I just keep them separate. It's working out perfectly the way it is. So she definitely sticks around here, and she loves it outside. So that's the way we're going to keep it. Okay, we have another question. I am on the road to reselling. I'm super excited. Do you have any advice? So the advice that I would give is to start with things that you know a lot about. Like, I knew purses, I knew clothing, and that's kind of what I started with, and shoes. I started with some shoes because I knew the name brands, the ones that are the most expensive and things like that, that were a good turnover of what I needed to buy it for and what it sells for. And also, if you have things around the house that you just don't want anymore, I would start with those too. Put those on eBay and start to figure out how eBay works, and start with a couple items here and there, and then you know, start with things that you don't know. Go to the Goodwills, go to the yard sales. Definitely try to look stuff up if you can, if you are starting out. But again, if you start with things you know, you won't have to, you know, look them up as you go. But if you do see an item here or there that you don't know and you have a minute, then definitely Google Lens it. Look it up on eBay, look at the sell-through rate, which is what it's selling for, how many are sold, how many is listed. If the solds outweigh the listed, then you know that you have a good item as far as what you get it for. Our next question, how do you get everything upstairs in the barn? Do you have a lift for that? Also, remember to stop and smell the roses. So we don't have a lift. Right now we have stairs. So that's how we bring everything upstairs, is by our feet, which is good exercise. I mean, we're young. We can pull stuff up to the stairs. We definitely don't take anything heavy up there. It's more, majority of it is like whatnot and jewelry that's up there. And then the stuff that is the heavy stuff, we keep in the trailers until we sell it on Marketplace or we donate it and things like that. But majority of the stuff that we bring upstairs is not that heavy. The packages are what's the most heavy, and we're working on a solution to that. So we'll see what we come up with. This isn't a question, but I thought that this was a good thing to bring up, is putting a ramp outside the back door of Julian's garage, which is a really, really good idea. You guys have some amazing ideas, and that is one that I think that we should definitely do, because if we have heavy items or whatever, we can take the hand truck and just take them up there with an ease. So that is actually a really good idea. The next question is, Julian, are you going to have to buy a new mattress that will fit the frame, talking about our bed? So we did have to get a new mattress and a box spring for the new bed, which is really, really comfortable. And I'm going to show you the bed whenever I get it decorated for Christmas. I wanted to wait, and also I'm getting some pillows in, so to kind of bring it all together before I show you guys what it looks like. But it's really, really nice, and it fits the room really well. So we had another question about what is a hang-on charm. So I have one right here. So this right here is a hang-on charm, and I originally made them for plants, like pots. So like your pot is kind of, some of them are very, I wouldn't say dull, but kind of just bland. And I thought that making a charm for it would just be really cute. So this is a frog one that I made, and it's shaped like that, and you just put it on your plant just like that, and it kind of just decorates it. And I do different, like I'll do like frogs, I'll do birds, I'll do flowers. So they come in all different kinds, but a lot of people hang them on different things. Like somebody said that they hung it on their pencil container at work, which is really cool. So you can really hang them on anything. So that's why I strictly call them hang-on charms. So you can literally hang them on anything. So I just got a package from Whatnot that I'm super excited about. If you watch the Bearded Thrift Machine, you know that Julian is always talking about how I don't have the proper shoes on, that I wear shoes that I'll smash my toe with because of the heavy things that we get out of the storage units. So these are going to help tremendously. And I only paid $17, and that's plus shipping. So $17 total for these boots on Whatnot. I am super excited for these. Woo! Now that's a proper boot. That is nice. And it has the toe. So I ain't smashing my toe in these things. And I like that it's not real high. Composite toe is what they're called. So it has that hard toe in it. And they are Ariats. Brand new. Man, I'm gonna have to try it on. See how, oh, and it's square toed. It's not like that pointy toe look, so it's definitely a work boot. I don't have any socks on, so they're not gonna fit as well as they would. Woo, man! I finally have some work boots, all thanks to Whatnot. So that is awesome. I'm excited to work in my new work boots. And last winter, I was not prepared. It was really, really cold, and I didn't have the proper attire to work outside in the cold. So this year, I'm gonna get me some really nice gloves. I'm gonna get some really nice pants as far as like fleece lined. And then I've got my boots, so I am good to go. So we have a couple more questions. Kayla, I'm a fan of Gilmore Girls. Who's your favorite character? Not counting the main three, mine is Kirk. I think he's hilarious. Mine is Kirk too. We were watching it last night where he made that video and they all watched it in the yard. That was hilarious. His little dance thing. If you know Gilmore Girls, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, Kirk is definitely mine too. The next question. On what platform do we ask question for yours and Kayla's consideration? So you can comment on the YouTube videos in the comment section, or you can message us on Facebook. Or you can comment. Most of the time when we're doing a question and answer, this one wasn't planned, so I've been just taking questions from the actual YouTube videos, but sometimes we post on Facebook like, hey, you guys, we're doing a question and answer. Do you have any questions? We're doing a question and answer. If you have any, comment below. So that way you can put your questions and we'll do it then. So either way is fine. All right, the next question. How long did it take Kayla to learn how to spell your last name? So spelling the last name was not hard for me. It was signing my name in cursive. That took me a long time, and it still doesn't look, I literally just scribble it because by the time I get done, the person's looking at me like, really? We'll be here all day. So I literally just put a Z and then doot doot. 2 dots. It didn't take long for me to spell it out, but to write it in cursive, it took me a while. So I just want to take a minute to thank each and every one of you. We try to let you guys know how much we love and appreciate each one of you. We could not do what we do without the support of you guys and the messages that we get. We love interacting with you guys when you guys come on Whatnot and you talk with us. We love the community that we have here, and we really appreciate each and every one of you. So that was a little question and answer with me. I appreciate you guys listening to me ramble on. I don't think I've ever done a video like this with just me. So it was really nice to just get to talk to you guys and tell you guys some of the stuff that's going on. And we'll see you tomorrow.